Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining my live today. This is 2 lives in a row without publishing a video. I went live on Friday to announce the winner for our Whistle Outside Dream Job campaign that we were running, and we had a fun time there with about 200 people hopping on. So if that was any of you who hopped on, thanks for joining me there. That was a really fun live stream. But today it's back to business as usual. And what I will be going over today in my live stream is all about Verizon. So Verizon made an announcement today that's pretty cool. Basically, they are going to be giving away 5G phones, and I'll go into more detail about that. And then we are going to have an interactive part of this live stream, which I've been doing for the last few months, where we're going to have a bracket of the worst Verizon cell phone plans. I figured, why not celebrate a cool announcement from Verizon by showcasing the worst of what they have to offer? So we're going to show the best parts of Verizon and the worst parts of Verizon. And for anybody watching the replay, if you're part of the hashtag replay gang, I'm going to try and be good with the banners below so you know what part of the stream we are in. But if you know me, you know that I am horrible at keeping track of the banners and putting those up. My one-man band show up here kind of gets a little ahead of me, and sometimes I'm not great at keeping everything updated. But thanks for joining me now. Thanks for joining me in the replay, and I'm excited to get going with you guys today. If you want a shout out, be sure to drop a comment. I'll definitely be sure to say happy birthday or hello or whatever it may be. So Oscar and Ron and OTR Monk, Iceberg, hello. Thanks for commenting, you guys. Thanks for joining me and being the first ones in the chat. And I know there's a few other people watching who join pretty regularly too. So hello to everybody there as well. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is some fun Verizon news. So I closed it out of my browser, but that's okay. I have another one up. Basically, Verizon, let me put up my banner for the replay gang. There we go. We're here. We're working on it. Okay, so Verizon announced today that they are going to be giving away some 5G phones for people who are new customers and existing customers. And it's not really giving them away. You have to sign up for an unlimited plan. You need to trade in your old device. However, your old device trade-in can be broken. It can have no working screen. It can have sticky buttons that are disappeared. Who has buttons on phones anymore? I guess like the volume rocker and stuff like that. But if your phone's broken, you'll still get an awesome trade-in value. If it's old, you'll still get a great trade-in value. Current customers can get up to $700 toward an iPhone, depending on your trade-in, or $800 toward an Android model, depending on your trade-in. And then new customers can get up to $1,000 and $1,100, depending on your trade-in and what kind of phone you want to buy. So Verizon is not messing around here. They are trying to make up the losses they had earlier in this year. So far, AT&T and T-Mobile in the first few quarters have gained customers, and Verizon has lost the most customers. So many people are always transferring and switching around, so those numbers might be a little different, but for the most part, Verizon is losing customers, so they're trying to find ways to bring people back in, and this is definitely a way to do that. And somebody is commenting, nothing is free. You're correct, John Esper. Because of the way they do free phones these days, it's a credit, right? So you will get a credit over the course of normally 24 months for your phone. So you trade in a phone, it's worth $1,000, say, then over the course of 24 months, you'll get $1,000 paid back to you. So you have to pay for the phone up front, and then Verizon will credit you back the cost of the phone, making it free if you last for the full 2 years, or depending on what model you get, you might have to owe some extra. But yeah, so that's a cool offer from Verizon. AT&T and T-Mobile have already been doing this, which might be the reason why some of their numbers are a little bit better than Verizon's, but Verizon's working on it. They're trying. They're also, really hanging on to that cool thread of information that they're the first ones to have 5G, and so it must be the best. And there can be lots of arguments in there, right, that Verizon is or is not the best. Like, they were the first to have 5G. That's cool. And their ultra wideband is the fastest, but they definitely don't have the most. So what's the point of having 5G if you can't really use it? But that's where C-band comes into play, and I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but in the next year, we'll see the 5G race really pick up. But for now, it's pretty much all tie across the board. No one's 5G is really that much better because it's not as super widely available. Okay, so that's the announcement from Verizon. You can learn more at whistleout.com. We'll have all the updates there. It should be on our homepage. So if you want to check that out, go to Whistle Out. And I'll be linking it later in the description and in the top right-hand corner. I think it's this corner. I'll link it up here in this corner for the replay gang. But yeah, that's the Verizon news. And I think right now what we'll get into is now the search for Verizon's worst plan. And you know what, part of me doesn't love the idea of finding the worst plan, because I'm generally like a positive person, but I thought it could be fun because there are truly some really bad plans on Verizon. And part of my job is helping you find the best plan and the perfect plan for yourself. And so if I can do that by showing you which plans not to get, then I think I am doing my job just great. So before I move on to that, and we move on to the details of how that happens, I'm going to check the comments and say hello to you guys. So Juju's stoked to find the worst plan. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be silly. And Samuel Gazaway from Texas, hello, hello. Edgardo, hello. You're always hopping on here as well. And John Esper, I don't want to be married to my cell phone company. Well, I don't think I do either. But if they give me a good enough plan, I'll stick with them for 2 years. That's for dang sure. Fuji says West Virginia in the house. Thanks for tuning in all the way in West Virginia. What, it's like 8 p.m. there? Thanks for, or 7? I don't know. I don't know the time zones off the top of my head. Cool. Oh, and we'll do one more. David Ledesma. Hello from New Orleans. Thanks for watching. I love New Orleans. Okay, great. So this is what's going to happen, you guys. As you know, my style, it's a little bit quick and dirty. So let me show you what our bracket is going to look like to find the worst Verizon plan. So I made this bracket. It's the same bracket I use for all of the brackets that we've done, which have been a handful in the last few months, but let me share it with you guys. So maybe it looks a little horrible, and it's because it does. I'll eventually make a better bracket, but we're going to go, I have 8 plans, 8 of the worst Verizon plans, and we're going to narrow it down. This is round 1, this is round 2, round 3, and then this is where the winner will be. So this is the finals, semifinals, whatever comes before semifinals. Yay, sports. Okay, so let's get going. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to go, the first round's going to take a little bit longer than the rest of the rounds, but after we get through the first round, it should be pretty quick. I imagine this live stream will be around 40 minutes, depending on how many comments we get and how interactive we all are and how long I keep the polls up for. But I'll go through each of the 8 plans, 2 plans at a time, and then we'll vote. And then we'll move whichever plan won to the next column. And then we'll put them all against each other. So the plans we're going over today are Start Unlimited, Do More Unlimited for the post-paid unlimited plans. These are the 2 worst unlimited plans from Verizon. Then we're going to go to the shared plans, which are equally as bad. They're the worst. And then we have some prepaid unlimited plans, which are also not great. And then we have some more prepaid limited data plans, which, you guessed it, are all not good. I would not recommend most of these plans to any of the people I care about in my life. If I do end up recommending one of these plans to you, it's because I don't like you. Okay, let's get going, shall we? So the first one we're going to start with is Start Unlimited, and basically I'm going to make this pretty quick because I feel like most of you guys who watch my live stream know what's up, but I'll go into enough detail so in case you're a newbie into telecom or you really are intrigued by these details, then we'll give you enough so everybody is happy. But let's start with Start Unlimited. I'm going to take my screen off and get that screen ready to go, and then we will vote. Okay, so here we go. I'm using Verizon's website here to kind of get it going. We got 25 of us on right now. Love it. Love that for us. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Okay, so just so everyone's aware, we're going to be comparing, why isn't it highlighting? Start Unlimited with Do More Unlimited. In my opinion, well, actually, I'm going to hold off on my opinion. Let's start with Start Unlimited, excuse me. This is one of 4 postpaid unlimited plans from Verizon. These are like their name brand flagship plans that they like pimp out. These are the plans that they want you to get because they're the most expensive, and they technically offer the most in terms of perks and value. So let's take a look. For $70 for one line with Start Unlimited, you get 5G nationwide, but you don't get ultra wideband. Ultra wideband is not included, so that's a big like catch there. You don't get the super fast 5G, you just get the kind of fast 5G. Obviously, it comes with 4G. All of these plans will come with 4G. Here's some fun perks: Disney Plus for 6 months, Discovery Plus for 6 months, Apple Arcade, Google Play Pass, and Apple Music. So you get half a year of really cool gaming, streaming, and music perks. So there's that for $70 a month. You do not get a set amount of high-speed data with this plan. Verizon can slow your speeds down when the network is congested at any point with Start Unlimited. So just keep that in mind as we are going through the votes. And when we get to the votes, I'll be sure to tell you what you're voting for, okay? So the next one we're doing is Do More Unlimited. Now, Do More and Play More are almost the exact same plan, but I truly think Do More Unlimited is one of the most useless plans that Verizon offers. They're the same price, and you don't get as much with Do More. And the perks you do get with Do More are not great. So let's go over them. The differences here with the basics are that you do get ultra wideband with Do More Unlimited. Let's see. You do get premium network access, which basically means that you get 50 gigabytes of data set. After 50 gigabytes, your speeds might slow down. You do get this exact same perks plus some from Start Unlimited. So everything is 6 months, just like Start's. But then you also get 600 gigabytes of Verizon cloud storage, which I don't generally recommend using your carrier's cloud storage, because if you ever leave that carrier, everything you have uploaded to that cloud, you can't take with you. You can't access it. You'd have to re-download it all and re-upload it to another cloud. So if you're ever thinking about using your carrier's cloud for storage, unless you're going to be with them forever, then, you know, maybe don't put important stuff on that cloud. And then the next thing is you get 50% off unlimited connected device plans. So they're going to give you some percentage off to buy more things. So I just don't love it. I don't think it's a great plan. But what we're doing now, so those are the 2 plans. You got Start More for 70 and Do More for 80. Okay. Highlights. Obviously, Do More is a little expensive. You get 5G ultra wideband, and you get a set amount of high-speed data plus a mobile hotspot. You don't get a mobile hotspot. You don't get ultra wideband with Start Unlimited. So I'm going to share this poll. You guys know the deal. Well, maybe you don't. We're going to vote for which plan is the worst. Which plan do you dislike the most? And we're trying to find the worst plan Verizon offers. So whichever plan you like, vote for the other one. Got it? Does that make sense? Let's go crazy. So let me tell you which one I'm going to vote for. Normally, I would probably go for Do More as the worst, but I'm going to say Start is worse than Do More. You don't get ultra wideband. You don't get a hotspot. You don't get a set amount of high-speed data. For those reasons, Start Unlimited is the weakest of these 2. Which is worse? Start Unlimited for me. So that's the one I'm voting for. If you don't have the ability to vote, put it in the chat, and I'll take that into account as well. Yes, Joe Webb, which is worse? We're trying to find the worst of the worst here. So if you're tuning in late, we're trying to find the worst cell phone plan Verizon offers. Yeah, that's it. So vote for the plan you think is worst. I'm going to turn the auto refresh on. Most of you guys are agreeing with me. Start Unlimited is worse than Do More. However, Do More is a really close second for really bad plans. I'll let this go for a second longer. There's 25 of us. Let's see if we can get 15 votes in. That would be cool. If not, in the next like 30 seconds, I'll shut it down. Marco says, perks, perks, and more perks. That's the bait. That is the bait. That is the name of the game. Perks are the name of the game, Marco. If you're not getting perks, why get a cell phone plan besides the communication part, right? But cell phone carriers know they need to offer more to make their plans appealing. So, yes. Okay, 10 votes to 2. No way Do More is catching up. So I'm going to turn the auto refresh off. And let's move here to my janky bracket. I do need to make this cuter. Okay, start unlimited 1 for the worst of these two. So we're going to put it over there into the winners, losers column. And let's move on to the next one. The next one we are doing is shared data plans. These might be the worst plans that Verizon's ever created. I don't know why they exist. It's very confusing to me. If any of you have a shared data plan with Verizon, escape, leave, burn it, burn your plan. Not Verizon, just burn your plan, get rid of it. They are awful. So let's take a look at those plans, shall we? Let me scroll down and find out. I'm going to take this off so I don't make you guys dizzy. But here we are. We got some shared data plans. And hello to all 30 of us on the stream. Sean Dixon, have you thought about doing the worst Verizon prepaid plans and T-Mobile and AT&T? Yes, Sean, I will be doing a roundup of the worst plans as an uploaded video, not a live stream yet. That's my plan. So I'll be doing a roundup, a comparison of all the worst plans. That will be a little bit cuter because it will be edited and made in a nice little package for you guys to enjoy. Okay, so the next one is shared data. Let's go over that. There's only 2 shared data plans. You can pay for 5 gigabytes or 10 gigabytes, and how shared data plans work is exactly how it sounds. If there's just one person on a line, then great. You don't have to share your data with anybody. But if there's like multiple people on your plan, on this plan, like if I need 3 lines, then or 4 people share 5 gigabytes of data. And you still have to pay $130 a month. That is kind of miserable. Zach Armstrong says you have the shared data plan. Zach, I strongly recommend to not have that plan. You can get so much more for so much less with like any MVNO or almost any other family plan on Verizon. But let me go back to 1 line, or we'll do 2 lines because it's shared. But for 2 lines, you get 5 gigabytes of data, or for 2 lines for $90, you get 10 gigabytes of data. It's just not a great plan. So these are equally bad in my opinion, but if you have a strong opinion on which you think is worse, let's vote for it. I'm going to copy the link and drop it down here. For this reason, the 5 gigabytes of data is so little data and so like just really a dumb option to have. Not that if you have it, you're dumb, but I just think there are better options out there. This is education now. Because there's such little data, this is going to be the worst one for me. So I'm going to put this vote in. Samuel Gazaway, the worst of the worst. Yep, this is the worst of the worst. Let me turn on the auto refresh so we can see what happens. Most people are agreeing with me. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. I'm not going to kick you out or anything. Aaron says, pro tip, call loyalty. They have some discounts on the unlimiteds. Yeah, we'll get there. I think especially on the prepaid unlimiteds, if you're with Verizon for longer than like starting at 3 months, you start to get cheaper plans. That might be T-Mobile. I think it's Verizon though. So yeah, there are some loyalty options there, but not for this plan. This plan's just not great. We got 9 votes to 1 for the worst. And reminders, we're voting for the one we think is worse. We're voting for the one that's going to be voted off the island into the loser column. Okay. 9 votes to 2, the 10 gigabyte plan. If you voted for the 10 gigabyte plan for the worst, let me know. Jim Green says, why are Verizon plans so expensive and Visible is so cheap? Hi, Sherry. Hi, Jim. Hello. Quick answer here. Verizon is name brand, right? So it's just like any cereal or like medication. Anything name brand is going to be a little bit more expensive. The reason Visible is a little bit cheaper is because it's the generic version. So with generic versions come with different perks, right? Visible doesn't have a set amount of data. That's why it's cheaper. Visible doesn't have high priority access. So your speeds are just going to be overall a little bit slower, and your service is not going to be as strong, generally speaking, with Visible than it is with Verizon. So that's a nice little knowledge for you. You have been taught. Okay, I'm going to turn the auto refresh off, and the 5 GB shared data plan has been voted as the worst of these two. So let's go to my little horrible bracket and move it over to the losers column. We're looking for the ultimate loser here, which sounds mean, but it's fine. Verizon's a huge company. They'll be fine with me saying that. Okay. Let me check some comments. We're going to remove this from the screen because it's kind of a lot. Ron, it's hard for me to vote on my phone. If you guys can't vote on your phone, or it's like too much back and forth, like I have 2 computer screens here. I have like multiple monitors surrounding me. So if you, lots of you, I imagine, are watching from your phone. If you just want to comment what you think it should be, I'll take that into account as well. So I'll be looking at the comments for the votes, and I'll be looking at the pie chart for the votes as well. Okay, cool. I'm just making sure I didn't miss any comments, and let's move on to the next vote. So the next one that we're looking at is going to be the prepaid unlimited versus prepaid unlimited plus. Shout out to Max Tech Studios. He commented earlier saying which ones should be a part of this, and these were. So thank you for that help, Max Tech. He also has a YouTube channel. You can check it out if you want. We do very similar things. He does a great job. Okay, so let's get to these prepaid plans. I'm going to add this back to the stream. So we will be doing the 5 GB and the 15 GB plans next, but right now we're going to be doing prepaid unlimited and prepaid unlimited plus. And remember, we are voting for the cell phone plan we think is worse. Great, let's keep going. So first with prepaid unlimited, it's $60 a month. You do get a $5 a month loyalty discount starting after 3 months. So after 3 months, this will be $55. Oh, it's not horrible, not great. It does get nationwide 5G, just not ultra wideband, so that's kind of a bummer. And then you have to pay for a mobile hotspot, and you get unlimited talk and text to and from Canada and Mexico. And then our next one that we're going to be voting on, prepaid unlimited plus. Enjoy unlimited and 5G, so you get ultra wideband up here. It has that, and you also get an unlimited hotspot, which is great. The other one doesn't offer a hotspot. And also talk and text to Canada and Mexico for only $70 a month, only $10 more expensive. Because of that, I know which one I'm going to vote for being the worst. But let's see what you guys have to say. I put the poll down there. Again, if you don't have the option or the capability to click through and vote, just comment, and we'll take that into account as well. Of these two, the worst plan is, for me, prepaid unlimited for $60. You get a little bit more with prepaid unlimited plus. It's only $10 more expensive. I'd rather pay $10 more, get a hotspot, get a set amount of data, get ultra wideband than not get any of those things. So that's why I'm voting that way. And I'll turn on the auto refresh and see what y'all have to say. And I'll be looking at these comments too, highlighting some. Oh. Zach Armstrong, you have 2 phones? That seems excessive. That's too much for me. And OTR Monk says prepaid non-plus is horrible. That's how I feel. That's the vibe I'm catching from those descriptions. But there are 3 people who say otherwise. If you're one of the 3 people who voted for the unlimited plus as the worst, comment. Let me know why. Jose Santana, we have a actual user here. I had the $60 unlimited plan and it is the worst, but the hotspot add-on with 10 gigabytes only costs $5. Yeah, but you can get a plan for $70 with like any other carrier that offers a hotspot for free. So that's why I don't like that. Boo. Okay, we got 8 votes to 3 prepaid unlimited. I'm going to stop the auto refresh and call it here. I don't think it's going to catch up. So prepaid unlimited, the ultimate loser for those plans. Let me copy and paste it over. The last plans that we're going over, and then the next 2 rounds will be pretty quick, are prepaid for 5 gigabytes for $35, and then prepaid 15 gigabytes for $45. So let's check those out, and then I'll put the link in, and we can vote. Here, oh, it's this one. Sorry, fam. Okay, here we go. The last of the plans that we're going to go into detail with, and then it'll be pretty quick after this. Shout out to all 30 of you guys who are watching. Thanks for hopping on and joining me on this lovely Tuesday, June 1st. My birthday month, by the way. If we could get me to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the month, that would be a cool birthday present. Okay. Moving on. Okay, 5 gigabyte plan and then the 15 gigabyte plan. First up, the 5. It's a very basic plan. This does include a mobile hotspot, which is nice because the unlimited plan didn't. So that's cool. Nationwide 5G, no ultra wideband. And then you do get a loyalty discount the longer you're with Verizon. This is up to $5 after 3 months. So now we're going to the 15 gigabyte plan. Also a loyalty discount after 3 months, you save $5. Nationwide 5G plus a hotspot, and includes talk and text to Canada and Mexico. So just a little bit better in terms of what you get. Plus you get 10 more gigabytes for only $10 more a month. And I think that's a pretty decent deal. Because of that, I know which one I'm voting for. Let me send over this link and you guys can put your vote in too. Okay, so which is worse? Vote for the plan that you think is worse. We're looking for the ultimate loser, okay? And just, to put a spin on this, right? Verizon is the best carrier in the country. They have the most coverage and they have the fastest 5G. So I'm not being a jerk here. We're just having some fun trying to find the worst plan that the best carrier offers. So it's the worst of the best, which is what we're finding here. But which of these do you think is worse? I'm going to go with this 5 gigabyte plan because you can find 5 gigabytes for way cheaper anywhere else. So that's my reasoning for that. 15 gigabytes for 45 is still expensive, but it also comes with, free talk and text to Canada and Mexico. So we're just gonna shoot our shot and see what happens. 10 votes to 2. Y'all agree with me. This makes me feel great. Robert Adams, thanks for your comment. It's not necessarily just about the plans because there are services that are inferior and some that are better. Verizon is the best. Yeah, I just kind of said that when I did see your comment, and that inspired my previous point. So thank you. One of these days, I will be doing a comparison of the worst plans for all of the carriers, and we will take into account service at that point and how much 5G they have, where their service is at, like blank spots and dead zones, stuff like that. But for now, we're just judging hard on Verizon. Okay, we have 11 votes to 2. No way that the 15 gigabyte plan is catching up for the worst plan. So I'm going to stop the auto refresh. And we're going to take the prepaid 5 gigabyte plan and we're going to move it to the losers column. And we're going to go from here. So what I do need to do now is create some more polls for this next round. So I'm going to try and multitask. Okay, guys. The last time I tried to multitask, it did not go well, but that's okay. We live and we learn. So what we'll be going over next is this second column for the losers, right? So we're going to do start unlimited versus the shared data. And we're going to try and find which is worse between these two and move on. So start unlimited versus the 5 gigabyte plan. Shared data 5 GB. Create that poll, copy the link. If you've been here the whole time, you know what to do. If you're new, we're just trying to find the worst plan of Verizon. I know which I am choosing. I'm going to take it off and cast my vote so I don't sway these votes any which way. Start unlimited, you get unlimited data. It's not shared. Shared data, You only get 5 gigabytes of data, and it's shared with whoever else is on your line, on your plan. It's not great. We're looking for the worst plan, and we got 7 votes total, and so far it is unanimous. Oh, 1 person voted for Start Unlimited. 2. There are 2 of you who think Start Unlimited is worse than the shared data plan. I am shook. I am shocked. 3 now. I just spit. I was so shocked. Okay. Sandy Boonamy, hello. Welcome to the live stream. We're trying to find the worst cell phone plan that Verizon offers. Very exciting stuff right now. Jay, hello. Thanks for hopping on. Thanks for joining. So right now we have 12 votes, 9 votes to 3 for the shared data plan is worse compared to the Start Unlimited plan. I agree with what the majority is at right now, but I am still so surprised 3 of you think Start Unlimited is worse. Who? Oh, George Hall, you accidentally clicked the other one. That makes me feel so much better. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that was an accident. So really it's 10-2. I don't think Start Unlimited is going to catch up. So I'm going to turn off the auto refresh and let's go back to our bracket. We were just here with the losers bracket / winners bracket, and this shared data just got moved into over here, and it's not. It's broken. My Excel sheet is broken, but the 5 gigabyte plan has won so far for the losers. The next plan we're doing is prepaid unlimited versus prepaid 5 gigabytes, $60 versus $30. And again, I have to create another poll because I didn't know who was going to win in advance because it is a bracket. So that's why I couldn't make these beforehand and why I have to make them now. So thanks for your patience. And we got 50 people now. Heck yeah. Thanks for hopping on, you guys. Prepaid unlimited versus the prepaid 5 gigabyte. Which is worse? Prepaid unlimited, prepaid 5 gigabytes. All right, create the poll. And there's a few people who are very confused and are curious what's happening. Hello, I am Sherry from Whistleout, hence my name, Whistleout Sherry. I make videos on cell phone plans and internet plans and cell phone carriers and everything telecommunication and lots of internet stuff as well. Today, we are ranking the worst of Verizon cell phone plans. Something many people are passionate about is cell phone plans. So that's what we're doing right now. We have a bracket going, and we are almost to the semifinals of this bracket to the final. Mainly, I try and find the best cell phone plans for people. Today, I am going to find the worst cell phone plans so you don't get those. Keith is apparently a regular viewer. You're disappointed you haven't heard a train yet. You're disappointed, but I am stoked because I am always embarrassed when one of those loud trains comes by. We're lucky that we haven't got one yet. Okay, enough chit chat. Let's vote for which is worse. Everyone who's been on the live stream, for the most part, knows the differences between these plans. If you've been watching, feel free and vote. If you haven't been watching, I will be doing an overview so you know which way to vote. We're finding the worst Verizon plan. First, the prepaid unlimited is what it sounds like. You get unlimited data, you prepay in advance. However, you don't get a set amount of high-speed data. With prepaid, the 5 gigabyte plan, it's pretty expensive for what it offers. Let me head back to it. So we're comparing this 5 gigabyte plan to this unlimited plan. $35 to $60. You don't get a hotspot with this plan, and you do get free talk and text to Canada and Mexico. So there's kind of wins and losses with each. This does come with a mobile hotspot, and it does include nationwide 5G, just not ultra wideband. This doesn't have ultra wideband either. So really the benefits to the unlimited plan are more data, unlimited data, and talk and text to Canada and Mexico, and it's pretty expensive. The benefits to the 5 gigabyte plan, it's a little bit cheaper. If you're not an unlimited data user, then that's great. It does come with mobile hotspot. You don't have to pay for that. So you do have to pay for this one. It adds on another $5 a month. So these are kind of evenly matched. It just depends which you prefer, 5 gigabytes or unlimited data. So did I put the link in there yet? Yeah, okay. Here, let me put it. Oh, I just put it up there. It's right up there. I'm going to say that the prepaid unlimited is worse. And let me tell you why. You don't get a set amount of data with prepaid unlimited. You have to pay for a hotspot. And I don't call Canada and Mexico enough for that to matter. So that's why I'm going to say this one is worse over the 5 gigabyte plan. Don't at me. Don't be mad, fans. Okay, let's see what you guys said. I'm in the minority here, and I get it. It was a ballsy move saying the prepaid unlimited was worse than the prepaid 5G. But if you guys think the 5G is worse, then we will go with the 5 gigabyte plan. Let me check around to make sure I didn't miss any of these comments. This is a fun one. George Hall, why is the Whistle Out UK website down? George, I have some sad news for you. We shut down the UK website like 18 months ago. It has been a long time since our UK website has been up and running, but we do have a website live in Canada, Mexico, the United States, and Australia. We're working on a website in the Philippines as well. So we are worldwide at the moment, just not UK worldwide. Sorry about it, George. Otera Monk says unlimited is better than prepaid. They're both prepaid, so I don't understand your comment. Maybe you were confused. Yeah, these are both prepaid. I said that this one was worse because you have to pay for your hotspot and you don't get a set amount of data. And if you know me, I love my hotspots and I love having a set amount of high-speed data. And you just don't get that. You don't get it with the prepaid unlimited. So that's why I said it was worse. But alas, I'm in the minority. All of you guys said the 5 gigabyte prepaid plan was worse. So let's move it on over. Let's go to the prepaid 5 gigabyte plan versus the shared data 5 gigabyte plan. So let me try and make these like cuter. I need to figure out how to, whatever. That's okay. I was trying to make it like melt around the side so it didn't get cut off, but let me see if I can stretch this. There we go. That's better. Okay, so we are in the finals now. We're doing shared data plan, 5 gigabytes, which is $55, versus the prepaid 5 gigabyte plan, which is $35. So this actually turned into a pretty good match off for the worst plan. They're both the same amount of data allotments. They're both prepaid. Which one is worse, though? One's $55 and one's $35. So I'm incredibly... I'm pretty positive I know which one's going to win. However, I do have to get a poll set up for that because I didn't know which one was going to win. Okay, which is worse? We got the prepaid 5 GB or the shared 5. Create the poll. Let me share my screen now, and I'm going to copy this in here. So you guys, do you want to pay $35 or $55 for 5 gigabytes of data? The shared data plan is much more expensive than the prepaid 5 gigabyte plan. Because of that, and only because of that, you get the exact same stuff, basically. The shared data plan is way worse than the prepaid plan, and you can't change my mind on that, and that's my final vote. And I'm in the majority again, thank goodness. I think overall, this very well might be the worst Verizon plan, and we all agree on that. 8 votes to 1. Let's see if we get any more votes in there. As for deprioritization, I think they are the same. I don't think you get unlimited data. Like, I think once you use up the 5 gigabytes, it's used. Except for one of these, the shared data plan, you can keep using data and it will charge you $15 for every gigabyte of data you use, which is like a trap. You can turn that off, I'm sure, in like the settings or online of your plan, but you're asking for trouble when you get the shared plan. It's no bueno. Okay, let me see if I missed anything. Nope, haven't missed anything. So officially, the worst plan that Verizon offers is the 5 gigabyte, $55 shared plan. I can't believe they thought like that was something they should create and try to sell to people. Like, whose idea was it for that plan to exist? Was a really bad idea. There was nobody in the room to say this shouldn't happen, and it happened, and now it has won our worst plan award from Whistle Out TV. Okay, guys, thanks for joining along. Thanks for hopping on. At one point, we got to about 60 viewers. I really appreciate it. You guys are great. Coming out tomorrow, I have 10 reasons why you should join Mint Mobile. Later in the week, I have some more about Visible and how to check your data usage. I have some really fun content coming up. If anybody has any questions or you want me to cover anything specifically, let me know on my community tab. Comment on any of our posts about what you want to see, and I will definitely put it on my calendar. I'm stoked to be back from vacation and be hanging out with you guys again. Let's do it again next week. I'll see you guys in 1 week. Bye.